A very good and warm morning to one and all present here. I am Dikshita Gujarkar, Assistant Professor from the Department of Commerce and Management, Dayananda Sagar College of Arts, Science and Commerce. Welcome you all to the national webinar organized by the Management Club Inside Hawks under the guidance of IQAC on the topic Emotional Health and Spirituality. Health is a dynamic state of complete physical, mental, spiritual, and social well being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. When people think of health, they only consider their physical bodies. If you want a vibrant, healthy life, be sure to pay attention to your spiritual, mental, and emotional bodies too. And now, on behalf of Dayananda Sagar College of Arts, Science and Commerce, I heartily welcome our resource person, Dr. Sunil S. I extend my warm welcome to Dr. Vishal Ganeriwal, Heartfulness Meditation Trainer, and Mrs. Divya, Heartfulness Meditation Coordinator. I welcome our principal, Dr. Nagaraj Chenoy, and our IQAC coordinator, Professor Gurunath R. in absentia. I also extend my welcome to the HOD of BBA, Dr. Suplab K. Podar, and HOD of BCom, Professor Murugesh B.N. in absentia. Lastly, I welcome the entire faculty fraternity of Dayananda Sagar College of Arts, Science and Commerce and all the participants for the webinar. Dr. Sunil S. is an assistant editor for the Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Science Journal of Dental Science. Sir has a patent for a novel drug delivery system to manage several oral diseases and conditions. He is a co-investigator in DST Satyam project with BMS Engineering College. Sir has successfully completed a research project with NIMHANS on the effects of heartfulness meditation and well-being in 2019. Sir has also reported and published demographism and its oral manifestations for the first time in the world. Being a heartfulness meditation trainer since 2011, Dr. Sunil S. has conducted more than 150 meditation workshops for students of various institutions, corporates, and general public. It is our honor to have you here with us for our webinar as a resource person, sir. I take this opportunity to wholeheartedly welcome you, sir. This platform is all yours. We are all eagerly waiting to hear from you. Sir, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Dikshita. Thank you for the kind introduction. And I would like to thank Professor Shalini, Professor Rekha, Professor Seema, and the management and the Department of Commerce and Management for conducting such a nice program, which has been the need of the hour. We have been seeing rising anxiety and concerns in today's world where we are facing this present situation. So this program would be an apt program uh, for anyone actually to have fun. So shall I share my screen, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, good morning, one and all, and I heartily welcome all the staff, students, and all the participants of this program. So, today we are having a short but a practical session on de stress, relax, and meditate. So, coming to the actual presentation, so let's start by centering ourselves. So, what is this centering activity? It's a small activity where I ask everyone to use your thumb finger to close your right nostril. So, all of you, I will switch on my video. Hope you're able to see me. Close your right nostril and then slowly take a deep breath from your left nostril. Do this, let's do this for 5 times. So, what happens with this left nostril breathing? So, can anyone come to chat box and say if you have felt anything with this? If you feel like you can say. So, yeah, one of them has replied, we feel relaxed. That's very true. Why do we feel relaxed? Whenever we do this left nostril breathing, there's a nervous system in our body called parasympathetic nervous system. Let's not get into the deeper details. That nervous system will actually help us relax the whole body. So that is the actual funda behind this. So any one of you facing exams or giving an important interview or any point of time you would like to immediately relax yourself, then this is an exercise which can be followed wherever you are, and it will just take few seconds, not more than 5 to 10 seconds, and it's quite effective too. So with this we will come to today's session. So if we can define today's world or say to how the today's world is, we can say it's called as VUCA world. VUCA means it's volatile, it's uncertain, it's complex and ambiguous. And why has this, and this world has been like this, but at the present situation the VUCA thing has actually increased. So, and if you see these circles here, these are the circles of our day-to-day stimuli. So this is the first circle that we have, this is the second circle that we have, this is the third circle that we have. We will see what these circles are. So we will start from the outside circle. See, this circle is called a circle of concerns. She has so many concerns in our day-to-day life. It can be covid-19, it can be job security, it can be our exams, it can be economy, it can be traffic, it can be social media, anything, and there are so many hundreds of things. And lockdown extension, it can be daily essentials availability. So many of these issues are there which concern us. Actually, this is the first circle that we all are facing, immaterial of who we are. And these concerns some of these concerns are specifically triggered by today's covid situation. Let it be whatever it is. However, these concerns are common to all of us. We'll go to the uh, next circle, which is called the circle of influence. What is this circle? Let's see. See, this circle is the circle where I have some influence on. The first circle was the circle of concerns where I had hardly any control actually. I cannot do anything with the economy. I cannot do anything with the COVID situation. I cannot do anything with the non-availability of so many essentials and so many such issues which are going around. I hardly have any control on. That is the circle of concerns. But this circle where I can have some influence upon, here I can have some influence on my siblings or kids or my boss or my peers or my spouse, friends, anyone. Here I have little more control. Instead of saying control, I can say I have some influence at least here. So however, when we actually compare this with this, we are bound, all of us are bound to be actually affected by the outer circle more than the inner circle. Many a times we are actually caught up in the outer circle and not being focusing on the inner circle. I'll come to the last circle, the most innermost circle, and this is the circle of control. It's called as the circle of control. So what do I control here? So here, this circle of control is what I can actually have full control upon. What is that? The way I eat, what I eat, when I sleep, how much I sleep, exercise, meditation, socializing, reading, educating myself, charity, anything. See, all these things is this circle talks about the things which I have full control over. Now, if we go a little deeper and try to explore this, can you come and put it on the chat box? Where are we focusing more on? Whether we are focusing on the circle of concerns, which is the first circle, or the second circle influence, or the third circle control. Yeah, you can just put it 1, 2, or 3, where we are more focusing upon. I just invite participants to type in 1, 2, or 3, wherever you are focusing, putting your maximum focus on. First circle, or second circle, or third circle. First circle is the circle of concerns. 2 and 3, good. 2, good. Anyone else? Anyone else? You want to message? Where you can be free and open, and if you can interact, it will give us more idea of how to go about from here. So okay, two, two, quite a 3, nice. We have quite a few answers. So many of us are focusing on circle 2, and some of us focusing on circle 1. So if we can reverse this situation, and come to that. So if we can, the strategy to remain happy, peaceful, and calm in spite of all the things that are happening in today's world is to reduce the concern, circle of concerns, increase the circle of influence, and regain and intensify my control on the first circle. So this is the only strategy that is there. So we saw what was the circle of concerns, and we also saw we hardly have any control over that. We hardly can do anything about that. But the second circle, which is a circle of influence, yes, I can do something about that here. But the most important circle, which is a circle of control, we are hardly putting any focus onto this. So because of which we are standing today in this situation where we are getting affected by whatever is going on around us. See, many a times the circle of concern also has a influence on the circle of influence, means the peers, wife, kids, and neighbors, all those people. So if they are concerned, those people around us whom we can influence, they also will get concerned. So that in turn can affect us in a negative way. So it's most important for us to take control of our life and focus on the first, this circle, the innermost circle, which is what is all about today's session. So see what is this? This is an image you can see. This is focused. So once you focus on one thing, the other things get defocused. See here also you can see this image, a beautiful bud. You can focus on this. Once you focus, the background gets hazy or defocused. So so here also, if we can, we just need to do one thing. We'll have to get our focus onto this innermost circle. Once we get our focus onto this innermost circle, the outer circle will still be there. It might be little hazier, that's all. It will not fully go away, but the outer circle, the outermost circle, the circle of concerns will become fully faded away from our thing. It will not affect us. It will be there. It will be there. COVID will not might not go away, or the day-to-day issues might not go away, but it will not have any detrimental effect on our lives. It will not cause any concerns or anxiety or uncertainties in our life. Uncertainties will be there. It will not affect us in, because we are focusing on the first circle, the innermost circle, and the outer circles are faded away, just like this image. So how can we focus? How can we focus on the innermost circle, that is a circle of control? We can use our mind to focus on what is essential in our life. Just like we see through our glasses, or just like we see through a window and want to see whatever we want to see, just like that, we use our mind to put our focus on what is really essential, what is most important, what will keep us happy, peaceful, and calm in our day to day lives. So whatever we focus upon will not only become clear, but also will grow and amplify. So this is also the secret, that once we start focusing on the innermost circle, that will not only become clear how to, what it is, how to go about every day about it, and it will also grow. It will also become stronger and amplify itself. So that is the that is the actual secret of how we can turn the things around for our own selves. So now the big question, or the most important question is this focus so easy to achieve? We said we'll have to focus. Is this focus so easy to achieve? Uh, if not, why not? I'll come to that. It is easily said than done, and it's not so easy to focus and remain focused on the central innermost circle. Why? Because the main obstacle for that is our own thoughts. The main obstacle for this focus is our own thoughts. We may think WhatsApp can be an obstacle, we can think Facebook is an obstacle, mobile is an obstacle, but all that comes after our thoughts only. Thoughts is the number one. WhatsApp, Facebook, all that will be second, third, and fourth, or whatever position. Never ever the thoughts will come to a second position. So these thoughts are the main obstacle for our focus. So let's go a little deeper into these thoughts. What are these thoughts doing for us? See, we are having an average or normal human being is having 70,000 thoughts per day. That means every one thought every 1.25 seconds. Can we imagine that? So many thoughts. We don't even realize that actually. And around 47%, we will take it as 50% only, not even connected to what we are doing. Half of the thoughts, it is not even connected to what we are doing. I may be talking to all of you now, but if my thoughts are wandering somewhere else, then my job of delivering this today's talk will not be very effective. So, and then two-thirds of the thoughts are actually random thoughts, and they are negative also. One thought every 2 seconds which comes is a random and a negative thought. Random means, again, it's not connected to what we are doing, and it might not be a random positive thought, like it's actually a negative thought which is actually causing harm for us. And 95% of the thoughts are driven by our subconscious mind. We are not even in direct control of that. We are not even aware of what is happening actually. I can give you an example. I finished my work today, and I drive back home. It's a half an hour drive or a 1 hour drive, and I reach my home at the end of 1 hour, and I don't even realize how I reached. I don't even know how I maneuvered through the traffic, how I avoided many hurdles on the way, and how I went through, avoided other vehicles and all those things. All that I have done subconsciously without me even knowing. which means to say 95% of our life we are actually living in a unconscious or a subconscious way. Only 5% of our life has been led consciously. So if we actually look at this situation, even to be happy, we need to train our mind. Even to be happy, we need to train our mind, because it won't happen consciously otherwise. So mind training is the most important thing that we need to have in today's world. So we will further go into the thoughts thing and see what is happening. 0 to 10 thoughts per minute. We are having peace of mind. I- in- It in, it increases a bit, maybe 10 to 15. We are still functioning, healthy, and good feelings are there. It goes to 20 or 25 or something like that, beginning to face little overload or mild stress. If it goes beyond 30, spinning out of control and persistent stress is there. And if it is over 50 thoughts per minute, there is mental burnout and extreme stress. So if we are having 50 thoughts, that's when we are having around 70,000 or 80,000 thoughts every day. So each each and every day we are having so many thoughts, and it's causing us some kind of stress, persistent chronic stress, and it is going to create some kind of mental burnout. So today's coming to today's topic, which is de-stress. Before seeing de-stress, we'll see what is stress. So what is stress? Stress is absence of a balanced state because of physical or mental strain. Okay, so mental strain happens when the mind is turbulent, disturbed, and thoughts are haphazard. So when are we having stress? When there is mental strain. So what is mental strain? It is when the mind is disturbed, turbulent, and the thoughts are haphazard. And when are these thoughts haphazard? Whenever we are in the past or in the future, our thoughts will be random, our thoughts will be negative, our thoughts will be turbulent, our thoughts will be disturbed, they'll be haphazard, because there's no logical sequence to this at all. Because if I can give an example, past, see, tomorrow I have an exam, and I'm sitting and preparing for that. Suddenly, instead of being in the present and preparing for the exam, my thoughts will go to the past. And what has happened in the past, I have not fared well in the exam which I have given, which I am going to give tomorrow. So from past, what will happen, I will suddenly jump to future, thinking what will happen about tomorrow's exam. So I will keep jumping from past to future, past to future. I am sad about or repenting about past, and having uncertainty and anxiety about future. So only if we can focus on the now or be in the present, then only we can achieve excellence or do well. So if I sit now, today properly, and prepare for tomorrow's exam, without getting into the past or future, then only I can have excellence in tomorrow's exam. So when we can, how will this happen? How can I come to the present? How can I come to the now or the present and focus? So how can that happen means, when we can bring our mind to a state of balance, our thoughts become coherent and we start being in the present. So this is what will happen. So if we can bring our mind to a state of balance, if we can bring our mind to a state of balance, then we will start being in the present. And when we are being in the present, we will excel in whatever work we do, whether as a student, whether as a teacher, whether as a clinician, whether as a doctor, professional, businessman, and whatever we do, we be in the present and focus on the given work. Definitely we are sure to excel in whatever we are doing there. So, coming to the heartfulness practice, how does this heartfulness practice help in getting this focus, or getting this mind, getting this mind into a state of balance? So that is where the heartfulness practice, meditation comes into picture. So meditation, to demystify meditation, I will say a few sentences. It does not interfere with any religious practices. It's only a tool for interiorization, to focus and being with oneself, and a tool to excel also. And meditation can start from the age of 15 years, and you can meditate anytime, anywhere, in a posture comfortable for you to sit, but your spine should be erect or straight. And meditation is not concentration. Concentration is a state. Meditation is not concentration, and it is a daily process, practice, or a process. If we do it daily, definitely we are sure to achieve some effect of meditation, and we will start appreciating it over a period of time. If we don't do it daily, it will be a practice like one day we do, and even medicines won't work if we take every 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So just like any exercise won't work if we do it weekly. So any exercise, medicine, or a meditation process needs to be done every day for it to be effective. So now, some of them may think it is for old people, and we need to go to forests or Himalayas to do meditation. It's not so. It's only a mind training tool where we train our mind to listen to us, whatever we say. And it can be done anywhere, at home or any place that we are staying. And coming to the heartfulness way, we have three daily practices, which is for the first one is meditation, which we will see today, which will have a practical experience of it today. And then the cleaning, which will happen tomorrow by yet another very nice speaker. And the third day you have inner connect. This is also a valuable tool which will help us stay connected or stay calm or put our mind to rest even in our sleep. Okay, so these are the three basic practices, and very simple to be followed by anyone and everyone. And we will see all that in the next 2 days. So now the meditation. Coming to the meditation, how will it help us? It will help us focus on what is required, which is the centermost circle or the innermost circle, and it will help us to have full control on myself and all my activities. See, all of you can agree, all of you will agree, uh, this is the most important circle, that is eating, sleeping, exercising, meditating, remaining calm, and all these things. But how many of us are able to do this correctly? No, very few people, if any, will be able to be do this every day on a day-to-day basis. Even the simple process of eating, we are not eating properly. Many a times we are on the phone, we are watching TV, we are on checking emails, and we are not able to sleep properly, which is yet another very important activity of our life to stay fit. So the eating, sleeping, and daily exercising or meditating itself, we are not able to do properly. So to to focus on that, to come to regain my control on this innermost circle, this meditation will help to bring in the focus. And once I bring in the focus on this inner circle, this will grow, this will become strong, and the outermost circle will start losing control on us. Coming to this, the first part, that is the meditation, will help us focus on the innermost circle. The second day's cleaning process will help us defocus. Actually, the third circle, which are actually concerning us, causing a lot of anxieties and uncertainties in our life, will start to lose their control over us, will start to lose their stranglehold on us. It will help us to ignore what is not required in my life. And then the inner connect, it will help improve the sleep quality and much more. You can see it's a beautiful tool. You can see what will happen on day 3. So let's now if let's now have a small exercise, practical exercise called relaxation. And in this relaxation, when I I'll be giving few suggestions, which if you listen to me attentively, your whole body will start relaxing. At the end of relaxation, when I tell you to start meditation, you will give one suggestion to yourself. That is, you'll keep your eyes closed and take your attention to your heart. And once you take your attention to your heart, you will give a suggestion, subtle suggestion, or you will have an idea that the source of light is present in your heart. This is the idea on which we are going to meditate upon. So, where- when I tell you to start meditation after relaxation, you will keep your eyes closed, you will focus on the heart, and just have an idea that the source of light is present in your heart. And with that, when you do that, if your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your heart, gently bring it back to your heart, and remind yourself that you are meditating on the source of light, and tell yourself the source of light is attracting your attention inwards, or it's pulling your attention inwards. And that is what we do, or how we do meditation, the heartfulness meditation today. So, shall we have a practical session now? Shall we have a practical session now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So, gently close your eyes. Breathe normally. Bring your attention to your feet. Energy from the earth is entering your feet, moving up your legs, to your knees, to your thighs, to your waist, to your stomach, relaxing all of them. Bring your attention to your back. It's getting relaxed. Bring your attention to your chest. It's getting relaxed. Bring your attention to your hands and fingers. It's getting relaxed. Bring your attention to your shoulders and neck. Think that they are melting away and relaxing you fully. Bring your attention to your face. Your eyes, ears, nose, lips, jaws, everything is getting fully relaxed. Bring your attention to your head. It's getting relaxed. Now your whole body from head to toe is fully relaxed. Now bring your attention to your heart and stay silent for a while. Now have an idea. Now bring your attention to your heart and have an idea that the source of light is in your heart and attracting your attention inwards, or pulling your attention inwards. With this idea, sit for the next few minutes. If your mind wanders, Gently remind yourself that you are meditating on the source of light and bring your attention back to your heart. Please start meditation. Take your time and slowly open your eyes. Before you open your eyes, mentally make a note of how are you feeling now and how are you feeling before this session. I invite the participants to type in the chat box how are you feeling now. Nice, relaxed, peaceful, rejuvenated, relaxed, nice, very much relaxed, relaxed. Nice, nice to have your responses. So that's what actually happens. This the outermost circle, the circle of concerns, many a times we knowing, without we being conscious it takes a toll on our daily lives or on our mind, and without knowing, we start feeling disturbed. So this heartfulness meditation will help to bring the focus back to the innermost circle, and it will, in spite of all the uncertainties and all the things that are happening in the outermost circle, will help us stay centered, relaxed, peaceful, and happy. So anyone wants to know more about heartfulness can visit this website, and there is also an app on Play Store which is called as Hearts app. You can download that and you can explore heartfulness through Hearts app. Then if you want to know more details or any guidance regarding practice, you can mail me or call me or message me, whatever is convenient for you. So, many of you are feeling relaxed or feeling peaceful. That's nice to know. So this is only a first session of heartfulness meditation. You will go through this tomorrow and day after. Please join us again to experience yet another wonderful session. There will be tomorrow's will be another interesting session that will be. Some of you would have experienced some thoughts during today's session. So how to take care of those thoughts will be dealt in tomorrow's session. How to undergo emotional detox will be dealt in tomorrow's session. All that and more you can experience it tomorrow. So if you have any question and answer questions, I will take them. You can post it in the chat box, or if you are allowed to unmute and talk, you can do that also. Anyone has any questions can post it in the chat box. Yeah, someone is asking, Mrs. Vandana is asking, how long should it be ideally practiced? Madam, this should be practiced. To start with, we can practice it for 20 minutes to half an hour daily in the morning. Preferably we do it before sunrise. If that is not possible, you fix up a time whichever is convenient for you, and every day during the same time, if you can practice for to start with around 20 minutes, that will be good enough. You can slowly extend it up to 30 minutes over a period of 1 or 2 weeks, and finally you can reach up to 1 hour, not more than 1 hour at a time. So up to 1 hour you can extend it in a matter of few weeks. So to start with, you can start with around 20 minutes to half an hour.
Morning, Sunil sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Wonderful
Good
session it
morning.
was. There are a few questions that our participants has left for you.
Yeah, yeah.
First question is from Harsha Kumar from JSS Polytechnic, Mysore. How to deal with work stress? He is asked.
Yeah. Harsha, nice question. This is what we have been facing every day, day in, day out. See, again, this work stress comes in the second or third circle. So, and why we feel stressed is mainly because we are we are not preparing ourselves on a day-to-day basis, physically or mentally, to face the world. So every day morning, once we get up, just like we take bath and get clean physically, yeah, if we can also look at the physical fitness part by doing a little bit of exercise and eat properly and then have a good sleep and then meditate. So by doing all these things, we are touching upon all the aspects of health. If you're there today when Madam Dikshita was introducing today's topic, she said, "What is health?" She said, "Health is not mere absence of disease or illness, but actually physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being." She said. So we can call ourselves healthy only if we have all these dimensions covered. So for being physically healthy, we need to do exercise, eat properly, and sleep properly. And to be mentally, emotionally, and spiritually healthy, this meditation will surely help. Mm, it's been our experience. The Heartfulness Institute is existing in more than 160 countries throughout the world, and there are more than 40 lakh practitioners throughout the world of all races, all background, uh, all kind of people who have found this very beneficial and adapted into their day-to-day lives. If you can make it a part of your life, it hardly takes a half an hour or 1 hour a day of practice, which is worth giving or investing for yourself. You see, you may be working, you may be putting so many hours of hard work and doing all sorts of things for your family and for others and everything, but are you doing something for yourself? So this is one such activity which you will do it for yourself, which will definitely help you in a long way. See, I am practicing this the past 15 years, and another Mr. Vishal Ganeriwal, who is the third day speaker, he is also there with us now. He's been practicing it for more than 20 years, and we are all very good friends and volunteers for this Heartfulness Institute. We have all found this helpful. That's why we are sticking on to it. My request is you practice this for a month or two every day regularly, and you will have the confidence and conviction out of your own experience, which comes out of those 1 or 2 months, which will tell you, yes, this system will work for you, or such a practice will work for you. Hope I've answered your question, Harsha, Mr. Harsha.
Sir, the next question is from Meena Kishore from Manipur. His question is, how to relax my mind when someone talks gossip about me?
Yeah, uh, yeah. This is again a common thing which most of us keep facing. It's because I can have control on myself. I cannot have control on other people. So these practices will help us have a control on our own selves or on our mind, where once we tell our mind to relax, not focus on what is essential and not on the not essential stuff of someone else gossiping or telling something else to me, it will start listening to you after some time. So one thing is focusing on what is essential. The other thing is ignoring the gossip part. So that part of ignoring or the emotional detox part will come in tomorrow's session. So yeah, once you start doing that emotional detox, that cleaning part or rejuvenation part, which is going to be held, which will be held tomorrow. Once you start practicing that, you will start experiencing that the what others say or that the things that are not concerned to you, you are easily able to let go. Yeah, it will not have a stranglehold on you. Yeah, you will let go of it very easily. You'll just drop it, just like an object, that a ball that is in your hand, and you drop it. As easily as that, you can drop it. Next question.
Sir, our student has asked this question. His name is Sanat. He has put
Yeah.
forward how not to stress yourself when a tough situation arrives.
uh, the tough situation can be coming expectedly or unexpectedly. Um, see, for example, an expected tough situation can be a forthcoming exam or something which we could have prepared ourselves for. So many a times we get stressed because we are not fully prepared to face the situation. So, in case we are prepared to face the situation by doing what needs to be done on a day-to-day basis, we will most of the what the expected things which can cause stress won't cause stress at all because we are prepared. Uh, However, life is uncertain and we will be caught off hand many a times. Suddenly, we will be getting something unexpected for which we will not be prepared for. In those situations, yes, it's normal to be stressed for some time, but we should be able to recover from it uh, and separate ourselves from the situation and objectively see the situation, analyze the situation, and then handle it in a smart way. So one thing is to face the expected stress, which happens by preparing ourselves. The other one is the unexpected one. So to face the unexpected one, it's definitely helpful for us to do all these practices where we stay balanced in spite of whatever happens. We come back to we center ourselves immediately. For example, we did the centering exercise before we started this session. You are caught offhand suddenly, some unexpected stress comes. So become aware of it, sit aside, and just do the left nostril breathing. You can also do the relaxation thing. So by using these tools, you will definitely be able to come out of the unexpected stress that came up, and you will be able to deal with it in a better way. See, it's only about we having proper tools to face the stress or not having the tools to face the stress. Now we are having the tools to face the stress, and we can face it in a better manner. And I told you the stress is mainly because of our random thoughts, which keep switching from past and future. So if we can bring that state of mind to the present, not flipping between past and future, we are being in the present. Then we are coming out of stress because our mind is balanced now, and we don't feel the stress actually. Next question.
So the
Hello.
next question
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
from Pradeep Jyoti from Bellary. The question is, what is de-stress? Can sleeping be called relaxing?
Yeah, definitely sleeping is one of the physiological activity which is very much required for physical as well as mental de-stressing. That will take care of most of the toxins or the stresses that are accumulated in the body to be released well. However, to sleep well also nowadays we need some training because not all of them are able to sleep properly. It's mainly because our minds are wandering all 24 hours. It's not just in the waking hours our mind is wandering. It's also wandering during our sleep time. Even when we are sleeping, our mind wanders and there are so many thoughts. We suddenly wake up and we are not able to go back to sleep. And our minds are not trained enough that we tell our mind to sleep back, it won't sleep. So that is sleep is a very essential activity which is required. It is a prerequisite for you to even meditate properly. So if you sleep well and start meditating, the both hand in hand will take us long way. And on the other way around, we have also found that whenever we start heartfulness meditation and cleaning and this inner connect, that also has helped solve the sleeping problems in many people. I have seen people who come to me who have not been able to sleep for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, old people, and all kinds of people due to their work pressure, and they start sleeping so nicely. They start sleeping like babies. So, and what and we have done a study which we finished last year in Nimans, and this was conducted in a sleep department of physiology. So we have found the brain waves during the sleep which has happened after this meditation. The brain waves are so down and deep and go into a relaxed state that they are able to have that deep relaxed states in the sleep and produce a better sleep also. Next question.
So next question is from
Yeah,
our MCOM HOD, Dr. Savita. The question is how to de-stress at workplace.
nice question, man. See, this is one of the most common stress that we face. It's because apart from the majority of the time that we live is house, apart from that it will be workplace only. And in workplace we will be put into all sorts of situations. It can be related to work, it can be related to man management, it can be related to so many activities that are there: academics, non-academics, managerial, administrative, all these things. So it is natural to be stressed actually. However, uh, if we are not getting into the intricacies of the if we don't take it in yeah, emotionally, yeah, then we will be able to deal it in an objective way, where we only witness things as they are happening, and without getting emotionally attached to whatever is happening, we can separate ourselves from it and see what is actually happening and take necessary action. Many a times inaction is also not taking action, also might be a right action in so many situations. And yes, by deal by focusing on the first circle, we will again, I want to emphasize that we will definitely be able to take care of all these things. It is only about experiencing these practices for a few days, and then we will know. It's just like, ma'am, if I'm having fever, I cannot carry my own body also. I will drag my feet, and I'll have to, if I have to walk some 100 meters or 500 meters, I'll not be able to walk a short distance also. But if I'm normal, I'll definitely able to take a even 5 kilometer run or a walk or whatever. So our minds are stressed nowadays because of continuous thinking, where if we have to think continuously, like I showed in the slide, we have 70,000 thoughts every day. So if we have to think continuously like that, what is happening is continuously our brain is getting the blood supply. Yeah, brain is being flooded with the blood, and it's consuming more oxygen than normal. So if we have only 15,000 thoughts, which is normal per day, then the brain will have lesser blood supply and less drainage of energy. If we have 70,000 thoughts per day, there will be more blood supply, more drainage of energy. That's why we feel drained actually. A laborer who is doing physical work, he'll feel tired and come back and sleep at home well. But we people who are doing a lot of mental related work using our minds, we feel so much drained at the end of the day. We don't even feel like sleeping. We don't even get proper sleeps. So it's mainly about reducing the number of thoughts to and keeping it on what is essential. If we are being in the present, if we are being in the past and future, we will keep having 70,000 or even more thoughts. If we start coming to the present or being in the present, our unwanted thoughts will start reducing, and it will come to 10, 15, 20,000 thoughts, which is quite healthy. Next question.
Sir, the next question is from my colleague Dikshita Vane. She has asked the question is spiritual health related to morality? Are some people genetically wired to be more spiritual?
Uh, See, it's a good question. Some, it's all about again on what we focus upon. See, Valmiki, if you have heard, all of us would have heard of him. He was a dacoit. He was not wired to be a Maharshi. He was not wired to write such a epic which will guide our lives for eternity, Ramayana. But he actually became a Maharshi by focusing on what was right at that point of time. He came across a person who gave him some japa, say Rama Rama. He was not even able to say that, so someone said, "Tell Mara Mara," and it became Rama. And it was not because of that japa it happened. It was because of his single pointed focus with which he and the attitude with which he uttered those words, which transformed him. So it's all about we focusing on what is required in our life, and any wiring that has happened also can be broken actually. That is what the research, present day research also says. The present day research says that genes won't guide our lives. It is the environment which guides our lives actually, and environment is nothing but our own thoughts. See, if I can give an example for this, if we go to a temple, we feel peaceful. Why? Because whoever goes to the temple will give that kind of thoughts where all of them remain peaceful. If we go to a market, we will start feeling disturbed. Why do we feel disturbed? All are disturbed there. All are bargaining, all are fighting, all are arguing, all are talking something, thinking in all sorts of directions. So, because of which the environment is formed by our own thoughts. So, if we can change our environment, our genes also can change. So, how do we change our environment? By changing our thoughts. How do we change our thoughts? How do we change our thoughts? By regulating our minds. How do we regulate our minds? By doing meditation. So, next question.
So the next question is from Mr. Shahul Hamid from Nehru College.
Yeah.
He says how to de-stress, and we are addressed to the teenagers.
Uh, Teenagers means if they're 15 years and above, they can start this meditation. Otherwise, they can start doing relaxation every day. Every day, whatever we did this relaxation. No? See, all this relaxation, meditation, cleaning, and inner connect. There are short video links which I'll be sending it across to Shalini madam. And if there is a group for you people, or they can email it to you, and you can play this relaxation video to all the kids. They can do this twice or thrice a day, and this has been adapted in one of the schools in Bombay, where every day 12,000 students they are doing relaxation twice a day, and they have found wonderful results. Pillai group of institutions have implemented this with a lot of success. And another reason for not being relaxed in children is it can be too much of screen time nowadays, too much of TV or too much of mobile and all these things. So if we can see the causes and stop a few of the adverse causes, and if you can keep playing this relaxation every day, if the teenager is not able to sit all by themselves, you also can sit, and you also can undergo that relaxation. Anyway, it won't harm us in any way. It's good for us. So you can try that out. If anything more is required, you can personally connect to me.
Sunil sir, there are a lot of questions. If you
Oh,
permit, we'll just mail the questions to you. You can,
sure.
and when you get time, you can just reply back to them.
Sure, sure,
So,
sure.
dear participants, I'm just mailing the question because we have shortage of time. I'll mail
Yeah.
the question to sir, and you'll get the reply when the sir gets time. He'll reply back to you.
Yeah.
Now, I please call upon Shima to take over to give the vote of thanks for the day. Shima.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. I'm Professor Shima, Department of Commerce and Management from Dayananda Sagar College of Arts, Science and Commerce. I have a privilege today to thank our distinguished speaker, Dr. Sunil S, for his enlightening today's session. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
And today's one-line takeaway from today's session is our own thoughts are the obstacles for our focus. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for making
Thank you.
excellent presentation. Sir also spoke about 3 heartfulness practices that will help us focus and bring balance to our state of mind. Number 1, meditation. Number 2, cleaning. And number 3, inner connect. Sir also gave us some tips on how to do meditation. And sir also highlighted about the 3 circles of life: circle of concern, circle of influence, and circle of control. I once again, on behalf of the department and on behalf of the college, thank you, sir, for his excellent presentation.
Thank you.
And now, dear participants, kindly join us again tomorrow and day after tomorrow. We have a session on emotional detox by Mr. Deepak Verma that is scheduled tomorrow on 8th September 2020. And on 9th September 2020, we have Dr. Vishal Ganerawal. The topic is Inner Poise and Inner Connect. Dear participants, looking forward for your active participation for tomorrow's and day after tomorrow's session. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shima.
Thank you.
Dear participants, we will be sending you the feedback link for today's session. Similarly, tomorrow's and day after also you'll have to fill the feedback sessions. Then only we will be producing the certificates for you. So please look into the chat box, and as well as a group we will send you. Please fill in the feedback link. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the day.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
We can end the session now.